Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Another Dime in the Jukebox. I'm your host Maria Lebedev, and today I have two guests: a Salvadorian actress, dancer, singer-songwriter, editor, and film producer Eve Alas Moran, um, and a screenwriter, producer, and location manager and editor Gabriele Bussetti. So today we're going to talk about their short film "Not by Choice," which was recently screened at the Awareness Film Festival 2025, which took place at the Illusion Magic Lounge in Santa Monica from October 21st to October 26th. So Eve served as the actress, musician, producer, and editor for the film, and Gabriel directed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
So, first of all, congratulations again. Your film won the Audience Award.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Gabriel, so I remember you saying that the film's concept was inspired by one of your family members.
Yeah, my grandmother had Parkinson's disease, and it was something that, for example, when I was a kid, there was this thing that I was asking my mother how and why my grandmother was moving and shaking her arm, and my mom was saying that she was happy to see us. So I was a little, and then me realizing that it was Parkinson's disease was a little sad because I was young, so I was not able to understand what was going on. And my mom also told me that there was this thing, recurrent thing of my grandmother to say in the family that um, they were not um, understanding or figuring it out by themselves, like why was all of this like happening to their family? Because also my grandfather had Alzheimer, so they worked all their life to have their kids to study, and so after a life of work and struggle, they were like always being like, why all this happened to this family? How are we not able to like rest when we are old, you know? Yeah.
Hmm,
So
I
yeah,
see. Well, I'm really sorry that it happened to your relatives. If you don't mind my asking, are either of them still alive or?
no, they passed away, and yeah, and there's like yeah, I like the win was something that I was happy to dedicate to my grandmother. So I don't know. It's like, you know, yeah, that's
Well,
it.
it was definitely a great way for you to honor her. Has she lived a long life, at least?
Yeah. She had a lot of she had like four kids and a lot of nephews. So yeah, I
Mhm.
think so.
Yeah, well, at least she lived a long life. And how exactly did you come up with this idea to make a film about someone who has Parkinson's disease and then in turn you made that person be a dancer?
So we wanted to do something impactful. We wanted to talk about something important and with which people could have being connected with and empathize with. So we came up with the idea together. So because Eve had like experience with Parkinson's disease people, you're gonna talk about it. But yeah, so we were like, why don't we talk about this? And so we connected the both of our experiences together, and we started to write it.
Hmm, I see. Eve, and what was your experience with Parkinson's disease? Like, did you know someone who had it?
Yeah, one of my professors, she used to teach, well, I think she still teaches for the Parkinson's community, but she would talk about it a lot. And then I did an internship with a dance company in New York, and we used to choreograph. It was just a 1 day choreography session, but it just changed my life completely. I didn't like choreographing. I thought that I was gonna do dancing for the rest of my life, just that. But I think that choreographing, that's how I started. I just saw how choreography helped them, like people with Alzheimer, Parkinson's. It really helps them develop and bring their movement back. which I think is very crazy because when we see the film, it's the opposite. She thinks that, she's not gonna do this thing that the dancing is not possible for people for Parkinson's disease. And actually, what she doesn't know is that that is the cure, That is what people with Parkinson's disease do. They go to movement class, to regain their, you know, yeah, mobility. So I think like that is one of the saddest part of the film. But yeah, that's how the connection started overall.
I see. So basically, you taught people who had Parkinson's disease, you taught them in a dance class, and
Mhm.
that's how you came up with this idea.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of ironic how both of you guys had that connection to that disease, um, and it definitely makes sense that the two of you came up with the idea for this movie. Um, and Gabriel, how long have you been working in film?
In film,
Yes.
I've been working like it has been progressive because I started studying filmmaking in Italy. So then I came here, and the course that I started in that was 2021, I think, if I remember correctly. And so it was like a natural progression, but working is after my master's degree ended here in the US.
Mm,
So it's has been like 1 year and something.
I
Yeah.
see. Wow, that's amazing. So you said you started studying in 2021. Well, that was only 4 years ago. So that was when you were getting your bachelor's?
It was a we have master degree that lasts for 2 year in
Mhm,
Italy, and then we have master that is 1 year. We call it magistrale,
mhm.
and but yeah, it's like a master degree after a bachelor.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's really cool. Um, and let's see. Oops, sorry. Oh, can you name a few other films that you have done?
So I've done little shorts in education period, but my thesis film is C3N called C3N. It's a dystopian sci-fi,
Mhm.
and we're preparing it for a festival run, and now not by choice.
Hmm, I see. So yeah, technically it's like officially you only have two movies done. And
Yeah.
one of them is not by choice, and the other one is that dystopian piece you were talking about that you worked on for your master's.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, is there anywhere where we can see that film?
It's not out yet.
I
We're
see.
still working on it. Yeah.
Because you're still working on it. Well, I will definitely be on the lookout for when it comes out, and
Thank you so
hopefully
much.
I'll
Yeah.
get to go to another
Thank you.
event like the Awareness Film Festival and see it. And also, this is the first project that you've worked on together, right?
No, this is our, mm, is that like eighth project together?
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah, so all of the music videos that we have done with our company and outside the company as well, he has directed them. There is a lot of projects that we have done together. We have done three films. We
Yeah.
have directed three films. One is not out. Yeah, the short, The Unexpected.
Oh
The
yeah, that is yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
But
Unexpected.
mhm.
Then you have we have worked on that. I've been the main actress on that. I've been the main actress of CA3N,
Mhm.
and I'm not by choice.
I see. And how did you guys meet and begin working together?
We met at the
We
university.
met at yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, New York Film Academy.
Yeah. And we just like I think like mentally we connected a lot in the sense of like just like the vision that we had in the arts and to how to tell a story, how we want to tell a story. We're kind of like we have kind of like had pretty rough experiences at our early like age, in like in our young age we have had very difficult experiences. So I think like we just knew that we wanted to tell stories are raw, but at the same time real. I think like we tend sometimes to hide that side of that in this in a story, and I think we just wanted to bring that in this film in Not by Choice. I think like that's why a lot of people felt that The film was very like raw, like very vulnerable moment, but I think like it's just how it is. And I think I cannot imagine how much worse it could be for those people, and for this amazing community, with such a hard disease to handle because it's not easy at all. You see their movement going away, then coming back, then going away, and it's just you can't handle your body. So we just wanted to bring really that sense and that desperation that a person might feel with this disease.
I see. Yeah, I must admit though, like earlier when you said that when people have Parkinson's disease, dance actually helps them. I found that a little bit ironic that because your main character, she thinks that because of her disease, she won't be able to make her dream of being a dancer come true. So, like once you said that it's actually the opposite, then dancing has the opposite effect. It's kind of hard for me to like wrap my head around the movie's whole idea right now because when I first saw it, like obviously the you know I got the message that it's really hard for someone who wants to be a dancer who has been training like her entire life, and now she's struggling so much to like even like make one movement, and basically that's the whole point that she has to live with this struggle. But like when you said that dancing is supposed to is actually helps people with diseases like that it helps them move better, then it kind of makes me see the whole thing differently. So um,
Yeah.
why did you guys decide to make it look like it's actually harder for her to move then?
Because it is harder.
Oh.
It is harder. It's not like dancing. So, and we actually have an actual case. The actual woman that we got inspired by was there actually that night. Her name is Linda Berghoff, and she was a professional dancer for I don't know how long, but she runs a program that is called Dancing Through Parkinson's. And she is not a professional dancer anymore. She was a professional dancer for many years. She can move though. She hasn't lost her full ability to move. So the fact that like she continued dancing helped her not move like not lose the mobility that she could have lost completely. But that doesn't mean that she could have been a professional dancer still. And that's the problem.
Oh.
Like Claire in the main character in the film, you know, she thinks that she's this whole she's an amazing dancer, right? This is her life. This is what this girl has done ever since like she was 5 years old. Um, and this is how she sees herself dancing like that. But then when she feels that, there is like movement that is like preventing her, the medicines, how she has to deal with stuff, she thinks like, oh my God, I'm never gonna be able to dance fully like I was this superstar and I cannot do that anymore. Because she's never gonna be the same. After Parkinson's like goes in your body, you're never the same. Your movement, even though you don't lose it completely, you lose a lot of a lot of mobility. Even if you go to dance classes are only really to not lose it completely. That's how dance helps. But really, in that moment, it was about just her seeing completely black everything and like I can't see anything because right now the only thing I can see is that I have Parkinson's disease and I don't have a cure. There is no cure. I'm gonna completely lose my career. That's what she's feeling right now. It's like when the doctor first tell you, listen, you have cancer. I mean, people go completely numb. Some people go, oh, I'm gonna be fine, or there's different reactions, and we went with the reaction of I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't give myself up. So, but if she really does love dance though, which is the like what her passion is, then she's always gonna find a way to do it, and that's what matters. But she doesn't know that yet because she's not dance. Claire is not only dance. Claire is so much more than that, but she doesn't know that yet, you know? And like that's how we based it on the experience of Linda Berghoff because she's still going. I mean, this woman teaches dance. she's not a professional dancer anymore, like on stage and stuff like that, but she teaches the community. She has found the way to keep her passion going despite the fact that she has Parkinson's disease. And I think that is admirable. So obviously this short film is a feature film. Definitely there's so much more to explain. And we want to do that. But that was the overall concept. And that's how and why it's so sad. You know, that's why in the film you're like, yeah, she's not gonna be able to be that girl anymore, you know?
Yeah, after that explanation, I definitely understand it. Now I definitely get that, like, because of her disease, she can move and she can learn how to move like, like a healthy person, but she can't dance like a professional dancer because her disease prevents that.
Yeah.
Mm, I see. Well, you guys definitely did a great job. Like after you telling me all of this, I'm just now remembering like scenes from the film, and I'm kind of like looking at it in a different way right now because I feel like I understand it more now.
Hmm.
So I'm definitely glad that I did this interview with you guys, and hopefully it can come out soon on some other platforms where I can rewatch it. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's now an on.
Yeah, right now it's online and you can you can pay $13, I think, and you can find it on EOFlix if you want to watch it. The link is on our Instagram for BGM, which is our production company. And yeah, it's available online until December of this
oh,
year.
oh my gosh, awesome! That's amazing. I'm definitely gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you start filming? Not by choice.
Oh my God. Yeah, we started, you know, it was only 2 days of production, actually. It was only 2 days of production, and then maybe let's say 6 months of pre-production
Yeah,
and
yeah.
writing it. So, yeah, like it was super fast because, for thesis films, in student films, they do it so fast. Everything happens so fast, and they want everything so fast. And so we shot it in April,
Mm.
April of this year.
Mhm.
April this year, and then we had it done by June.
Yeah, so it only took you guys a couple of months to be the whole process, right? The writing, the shooting, the post production, the editing and stuff. Well, I mean, obviously it's a short film; it's not really long, so there's
Usually there's some short, I mean, there are some short films that have like a week or 3 days or four, because, what we did was not it was over. I think it was a miracle that we did it in 2 days, to be honest with you. Like I think like that film could have like taken like at least 4 days to shoot. Everything was so fast. Like a double, but usually it's like 4 to 5 days. The of short film depends on like how much time.
I see. And where did the filming take place?
In Los Angeles.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, it only ever shows the dance studios, so yeah, that's kind of what I guessed. Which area of LA? I'm just curious, like where it's shot.
Downtown LA.
Downtown LA.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
In downtown, and how's it called?
Oh, the studio. Yeah, it was in West LA.
The West LA. Mm.
West LA and downtown. It was two locations.
I see. Okay, cool. And is the Awareness Film Festival the only festival that you guys are going to show this in?
Well, we're running
Well,
right
yeah,
now
we're
for,
sending it to festivals, so
but usually I think most of them they're replying next year, I think.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
for this year we're
Yeah, for this year we're done.
yeah.
It was a long week
Mm.
for that. Like it was an amazing festival, but it was exhausting. Because you gotta go every day, meet people, which all of the people that we met are
Which is good.
amazing. It's amazing.
It's tiring, but it's not a hard job. It's a
Yeah,
pleasure.
it's a pleasure to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean, honestly, I was just thinking, I mean, I had a really great time at the festival and when I was watching the films. I mean, I kind of didn't really talk to anyone because honestly, there wasn't really like much time to do that. Because, like, when I first came in, it was they pretty much had us go in the theater right away. And then, yeah, because I came in on a Sunday and then I had to get up for class early the next day. So I kind of left early. Um, well, I left at 10, so I didn't really have much time to like really talk to anyone, but I really did enjoy the films, and like I'm so glad that Eve invited me to this because like honestly, it was really fun. I'm really glad that I went.
Thank you
no,
for
thank
coming.
you. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
coming. I was so happy to see you because we met this year too, and it's just amazing how we have built a connection over um these months.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like honestly, I know that you and I met at media career event. I forget the exact name of it. I forget who like well who run it exactly, but I believe it was like either the end of July or August when I met you, and I'm really glad that I did because now like I have two amazing interviews with you now, and honestly, going to the festival was just such a treat. Like honestly, I'm so glad that I did that again. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay, and I only have a couple more questions left for you guys. So, in the film, Lucas, the main character's dance instructor, he is a pretty harsh teacher and critic. Why was he written like that?
So so I don't know. I love how he portrayed the character.
Yeah, you did a great job.
He if you in some shots he looks like I don't know how to say it in English, but he looks like a little like Lucifer. He looks like he portrays like this demon, like very composed, like very clean and everything, but very harsh with her. We wanted that because it's so it we wanted to portray the environment of dance
Yeah.
and how, like, for example, Eve can expand on that, but like how harsh it is, the environment, how big is the competition in there. So, and especially he is in the film there's a moment in which they have to confront, and there's some thoughts, there's some things that he doesn't know. So that is the big confrontation between the two, because he is used to treat her like that, to push her to give him results.
Mm.
So that is their whole relationship. She might have asked him to be harsh on her because that's the way she pushed through and she can give more. So we wanted to portray that. We wanted to portray like her desire to be something that it's not her daily life. She want to be very like this big and big amazing dancer, so that her health goes on second priority in her life. So we wanted to portray like this dynamic
Yeah.
between the two.
I think also like I used to be a national rhythmic gymnast, so I was an athlete before. And man, it was hard. It was really hard. And even I did ballet. I actually graduated from the Royal Academy of Dance from London. I did all the exams. I think I told you about this.
I do think.
And my professor, who I love, rest in peace, Alcira Alonso, she's an eminence in my country because she brought ballet in El Salvador. She was so hard on all of us. Like that old way of teaching. Also, I used to have Russian coaches. I had Bulgarian coaches, Russian, Cuban, which they all have really good ballet. In order to be a rhythmic gymnast, you have to be a really good ballet dancer because it's the elegance and all those things that make you a better rhythmic gymnast. So it was intense. It was intense, and I am a dance major as well. And my professors maybe in dance were not that harsh, but the competition is always there because you're competing against millions of dancers, especially in a country like America, like the United States. It's a lot. It's a lot, and you have to succeed, right? And that's the only thing you got. So. we wanted to portray that, and in this case, actually, Chad is a tennis coach.
Yeah, he's a
He's
tennis
a tennis
coach.
coach. I think he did a pretty good job
Yeah.
in like bringing his character into this like zone of like, I need you to succeed because if you succeed, I look good.
And if I remember correctly, he was in the first meetings that we had, he brought it up and it was good to have
Mhm.
as an experience. But I think he never went like harsh on his
No,
students.
no.
So he had
You have to bring it
to
out.
get into the character in
Yeah.
that way too. So he had to build up the background for him to bring it
Yeah.
to the camera.
I see. Yeah. So basically, you said that he never goes that hard on his students.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he doesn't.
He's
If I
actually
remember
pretty good.
correctly. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
he's.
He's actually a pretty good coach. And actually, which is funny, all of us have been coaches. I've been a rhythm gymnastics coach. He has been a basketball coach.
Basketball coach.
And then Chad is a tennis coach. So we're all pretty good coaches. Like we're really like, we treat the kids with respect and everything. When they do something wrong, we just let them know and like make them understand that, right? But, we also have experienced bad coaches in our lives, and not necessarily bad, I would say. I think it's a different experience, I would say. It's harsh. Dance is a really competitive environment, like overall. Um, and we just wanted to portray that in the film as well.
Well, you definitely did. Like when you were talking earlier about how it's such a competitive industry and the instructors go really hard on their students to like push them harder. I was basically thinking that like they use it as a motivational tool, which I never really like studied anything professionally when I was in my teens, but I did take I took some dance lessons when I was in high school, and I also took a bunch of voice lessons when I was in my 20s. And I've had a lot of different coaches over the
Mm,
years. And I always, first of all, I have never really had a coach that um, worked like that. And honestly, if I were to have a coach like that, I think that it would have the opposite effect on me because, like in my experience, my favorite voice coach was actually he was so nice to me. He had a really soft, kind approach, and like he praised me constantly because, and I felt like for me that was the best motivation, and I
mm,
also felt really comfortable working with him. So, honestly, when I was watching the film, I kind of had a really strong feeling that the coach kind of like has a villain role in the film because of the way he was. But like, and I'm glad that I asked that question because having you explain it to me now, like I definitely see a different side of it. So
mm.
I'm glad that I asked that because honestly, well, obviously I'm not a professional dancer or anything, so it's like what would I know about it? But I'm definitely glad that I asked because it honestly it made me see things differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely.
I feel like I don't know. I think yeah, it's just the athletic side. I feel like dancers are athletes. I always say it. They jump as high as a gymnast does. They do flexible stuff as much as a gymnast does. Um,
It destroys your
it
body like a
destroys your body
sport.
as much as a gymnast does. So I think that there are good coaches out there, and I really respect them, but I know that there's also bad coaches and also more strict coaches too. I know that the Russian school, the other schools, like especially European schools, are more strict, and from other countries as well. But especially the French and the English, they're all very like composed. Like a coach enters the ballet class, and everybody's like quiet, like, on their spot, clean, um, bun, super tied up, right? And it's because of first of all, the respect that we have for the coach, but at the same time, it's very a strict environment, like especially ballet. Contemporary is a little bit different, but still, if you go to the Martha Graham School, which it was the Graham School of Contemporary Dance and Modern Dance, they are super strict. So it's just a side of like the dance that the people don't see. But when you're a professional ballet dancer or dancer overall, you get to experience it.
Well, you definitely show that side of the dancing community world like really clearly. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah. And my last question for you guys is, are you planning on working on any more projects together in the near future?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we
definitely.
already have a list.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we just wrapped a music video together. Being in a production company together, we work on a lot of projects. And they are not narrative, but we are working on the narrative ones too. Right now, I am in the process of organizing the writing for the dystopian sci-fi, the longer version of my thesis film,
Mhm.
and then we're working on Not by Choice too.
I'm
So
trying to do a feature film of Not by Choice. I feel like everybody in the audience like asked us like, are you guys gonna do a long version of Not by Choice? Because everybody was like, what happened to her? We don't know what happened to her. And then we were like, we only had 13 minutes to show everything, so we need a longer version for that. So
Yeah,
we're working on the feature, yeah.
yeah, like that definitely makes sense because in order for your point to come across, I feel like you guys would definitely need more than 13 minutes. Yeah, because like again, like when I saw the film, I felt like it's like yes, I get what the point is, but still I would understand it even more if I had more information, if
Yeah.
I had more of an explanation. So, yeah, honestly, it would really be great to see a longer feature of that.
Yeah, thank you. It would be great. I would like to show the entire journey of her without Parkinson's and then she getting it. Thing like that would, all that journey. But for that, we need time to write and, funds to do that too.
yeah,
We're working on that.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a very exciting project. So,
Yeah.
those are all the questions that I had for you guys. Again, thank you so much for being on my show. And
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm following both of you guys on Instagram, so I will be on the lookout for any next projects of yours, any other events where we can, I don't know, cross paths. And thank you, and have a good night.
Thank you. Have
Thank
a
you
good
so much,
night. Thank you so
Rachel.
much for having us again.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.